Match between Tiffany and Stanbrough
Tiffany, our reigning Rookie of the Year,
and
and
Aleta Sill.
267, as we saw earlier, that's her average. Prior to that first game tonight, it will have changed a little bit after that.
Yeah, because she only shot 227.
Cut back a bit.
Yeah.
Aleta Sill, as I mentioned in the introductions, Lisa, if she were to win tonight, can tie your record for 32 titles. How do you feel about that?
Who? What? No, actually.
Are you having audio problems?
No, yeah. Actually, to be honest with you, I think it's great. You know, I have always been one to set goals. Aleta is the same way. And anybody that can set goals and try and reach them, hey, more power to them.
247.
And Pye leaving the 247. Lisa, she's adjusting her wristband there. Why?
Well, taking it back just a little bit, going to break her wrist into a little bit of a weaker position. Going to get the ball to go a little bit longer that way, and hopefully deflect into the 4-7.
There it is. Covers it up, and we talked about that tie and that roll-off with Dana Miller-Mackey, who finished up in 6th. Kim Howerton and Lisa Stevens, a pair of regional players who had a great week. And Carolyn Doran-Ballard, the top righty, 630 pins from the telecast.
In 11th, Robin Masani. She only missed 1 spare in 56 games, and that's pretty incredible. 13th, Kim Terrell, 20 of 23 cashes this year.
Aleta now in the 2nd frame and comes back with the strike. Now, how do you know that Robin only missed 1 spare? Did you watch her all 56 games?
Yeah, Jan.
No wonder you didn't. No wonder you didn't make the cut. You were watching Robin bowl.
You know, Robin is having a great year. She is bowling terrific right now. And I talked with her, with Robin and her family, and they said, yeah, 1 spare. She missed a 10 pin, and that was it.
Tiffany Stanbrough opening up here with a big double. I mentioned she's a member of Storm staff, also on Contour Power Grips, and also a member of bowlingballmall.com staff. That site is just opened up probably today, so check it out. There's a look at Tiffany's parents, Roy and Beverly Stanbrough. They made the trip in just to watch this. They hadn't been here all week, and they are glad to see that.
What a messenger. Came flying across the lane. Boy, I'm glad we're going to get another look at this. Watch the head pin. Look at that. That's the head pin, folks. That is flying back across the lane. She sees it coming. That's for a turkey.
Aleta Sill working on a strike of her own, can make it a double here. And she does to stay within 10.
It's a double.
Aleta's pretty good at getting motivated when other people get pumped up. And I think that's a real important key. The more that Tiffany Stanbrough gets going in this match, Aleta's going to repeat it. She's going to match her.
You know, Tish talked to us about that last night, too, about the different personalities of players and how you want to pump up against some, and some you don't, because you don't want to give them any extra motivation.
That's right. You know, we weren't real sure about Tiffany. Aleta, we all knew, because we've seen it for so many years. We've seen it for 20 years. She definitely gets pumped up.
Well, I think Tiffany made this show just to tell me that there is no sophomore jinx, because she wasn't very happy when I told her there was earlier this year. She said, wait, I don't know about that. I don't want to know about it. Very happy with the sophomore year. 2 shows equal to her first year, so she's pleased with that. And must be pleased with her performance to end this year so far. $15 cashes this year, 12 cuts. She leads now by 10 pins. She's working on the front 4. Don't forget $50,000 still out there for a televised 300 game by pwba.com.
Doesn't take much time, does she?
5. No, she doesn't.
Well, you know, she's only 22 years old, so when you're 22, you can do that. You can just get up and fire it.
I mean, 84 and 62 on television. That's a great winning percentage. And strike number 4 for Aleta Sill. Finishing up this week in 16th place with a strong finish. Shanna Ray making the last 4 cuts. Jean Yacarado, happy birthday. It was her birthday yesterday.
And Stacey Ryder tying for 20th. You know, she worked so hard on her game, and what a great attitude. Jody Alice from South Africa, and our winner last week in 23rd, Tennille Grijalva.
Tiffany Stanbrough still in the lead by 10. We're near perfect this match. Just to even it up for Aleta Sill.
Oh.
But up a little bit high and leaving a 6-10.
Well, you can see her shaking her head just a little bit. I think she thinks she, you know, got that into the lane just a little early. Turned it maybe just a little bit early. Didn't project it to the left as much as she wanted to, or down the lane, I should say. It's not going too far left, but she wants to get it down the lane, wants to save all the energy to the end.
Okay, Tiffany. Front 5, let's keep it going. Best finish so far, 4th this year. Oh, pin flying everywhere, but nothing taking the 10-pin out.
Well, we're going to see the same thing that we saw before. The head pin's just going to come flying back across the lane to take out, well, you see, it's already gone. But we have the 10-pin standing, unfortunately.
Covered up her spare, though, and Stanbrough leads by 10 in the semifinal match in Las Vegas. We'll see if she can close it out right after this. A look at 2 more champions of 2000, both with 2 victories. Cara defended her title at that Brunswick Women's World Open. We're 3/4 of the way through the semifinal match of the Samsung Invitational presented by Storm. While we were away, Aleta Sill, 9 spare and then a bucket and a spare. So Tiffany Stanbrough now leads by 15, working on a strike as she steps up in the 8th frame. That'll take it to a 25-pin lead. Lisa, Tiffany told us that she only averaged like 219 and 218 the first 2 rounds, and then she drilled some other equipment, made a big difference for her.
Well, that's right. She went to some equipment that was, she said, more archy. That's what she called it. And what she means by that is she wanted something that would hook just a little bit earlier on the lane, but not drastic. She didn't want something that would just go down the lane long and then make a dead right turn on the back end. She wanted something she could read, and I think it worked.
Well, she's reading it pretty good right now. If she strikes out in the 10th, that being Tiffany Stanbrough, she can shoot 279. Meanwhile, Aleta Sill's maximum score, 244. Well, Lisa asked Aleta about her bowling plans for the big break coming up.
Well, I'm going to take a few weeks off, but I'm going to be coaching with Michelle Mullen with the PBI schools, and Ebonite's going to keep me busy doing stuff for them, so I think that's going to be good. I love to coach, and really getting into it now in my later years, so hopefully the PBI schools will keep me busy.
Strike in the 10th for Aleta Sill, working on that max score of 244. She's going to need every bit of it to force Tiffany Stanbrough to make an appearance in the 10th frame.
Aleta also has a website out currently. It's www.sillionaire.com.
That's clever.
Yeah.
One more strike for Aleta.
And here's the Sillionaire with the second strike in the 10th. Well, it looks like it's some falling timber. With another one, will be 244 final. 243.
Well, a big score for Aleta Sill, but it doesn't look like it's going to be big enough. Tiffany Stanbrough just needing to show up here in the 10th frame.
Yep, Tiffany needed a good pin count. Because it's just
Oh, and almost a 7-10.
well, it needed 9.
Looks like a
two
repeat of
shots.
the frame back in the 6th after her 5 in a row. Saw the Messenger come across taking out the 7. Well, the Messenger didn't even have to because the 7's already gone again, but leaving the 10 pin. That's going to be enough.
Enough for
That's
one.
plenty, and Stanbrough takes the semifinal match of the Sandstone Invitational.
Yeah, it
When we
was a
come
good
back, we'll
match.
recap tonight's scoring.
Don't forget to subscribe.